Well, I clicked go live, so I hope that this stream started. Actually, this is the first time I'm using this setup. Today I use my main cam for better quality, so I hope that the quality is really good and you see this mic for better sound. But honestly, I don't know if it's okay or not, because my phone... Oh, it started. Please, guys, let me check the connection. Okay, so it seems it's okay, really. Yeah, great. Without any freezing, without any echo. So, why I was so nervous? Because this is my first time when I use my cam for this stream. So you need to set up this special app for the cam, then connect this mic. But yeah, sounds and looks good. Pablo, thanks, Rusty Nail. By the way, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do this live from the apartment. Usually I do lives somewhere outside. As you remember, we've done really a lot of lives from Kyiv city, from our countryside, and the last time I did live from the apartment, it was maybe during winter time. But of course, I do understand that it's not so interesting, it's not so dynamic like outside, but it's comfortable. There are no people, there are no network issues, because you know that last month we had so many blackouts and internet wasn't really good. Well, Vincent, hi Paula, hello Vincent, Xoferiv, greetings from People's Republic of South Yorkshire. Henry, hello there. Hello, I'll need coffee. Nathan, MC McGowan, not MC, or MC Gowan. Tom, greetings from Germany. Hello, Tom. Hello, Robin. What are Russian people thinking about Kursk? Any ideas? Oh, yeah, this event and this topic in general is so discussing in Ukraine, in Russia, worldwide. So there are hundreds of videos, hundreds of discussions from so many experts, and I already watched a lot of videos about this operation, about these goals, about this outcome, and everybody says different things. So foreigner experts, of course, they are only positive, because it is weakening Russia. It shows her, let's say, weaknesses. It generally shows a lot of things, that there are so many things that are not so good, like we pretend to think. But of course, for Ukraine, it's first few days, maybe first 4 or 5 days, there were no official, let's say, official claims regarding this operation, and it was so sudden, it was so unexpected, and basically, of course, maybe it's even for better. I mean, usually, when you announce about some counteroffensive, like it was in 2023, it was in every TV, in every show, like Ukraine will do counteroffensive, and everybody heard that, everybody knew that, and of course, maybe it was not so good like this operation. There are really a lot of upsides, right? Or a lot of a lot of pros regarding this operation, and there are some cons. Because first of all, because we don't know what we will receive and what we will have in the end. And of course, for me as a Ukrainian, uh, as a last result, as a like, uh, eventually, I want this operation, of course, help us to achieve a just peace and fair peace. Because yeah, Putin claims that he announced in when it was in July, in the beginning of July, or no, it was not in July, it was in June, before peace summit in Switzerland, that he will completely finish this war if we give up 4 regions. And of course, these terms, they are absolutely absurd. They are absurd for Ukrainian people, and they are basically absurd for everyone except Russian. Uh, so, what are Russian people thinking about Kursk? It depends on the place where those people live, in my view, because Russia is so huge, and people who live somewhere in Siberia, in the eastern Russia, it's like, I don't know, 7,000 kilometers, yeah. So they generally don't care about this war. They live their life. They do not feel this war. They do not feel, basically, all of them do not feel what we feel. But as for regular Russian, I think that, of course, they are worried because maybe like this operation will force them to do new mobilization. And of course, it's not the popular step for them. Maybe it will force somebody to think that we are not so great like they show us in TV. Basically, of course, I believe that there are sane people, and of course, there are some insane people who are brainwashed by propaganda and brainwashed that we Ukrainians are Nazi, and yeah, that absurd. So yeah, this topic is so complex, and everybody has a different outlook and different view on this war. But for me as a Ukrainian, of course, I'm looking forward for peace, and of course for a just peace, not for like giving up territories, but except the military operations, except this military way of achieving this result, diplomatic, and our ambassadors, our politicians, they must work like never before to achieve this fair peace, in my view. But of course, yeah, like we can discuss this topic like 24 hours and 7 days per week. They think it's just a small special military operation. Nathan. Hello, Pablo from Chicago. Rusty Nail sounds and looks great. Michael Sullivan, greetings from California, United States, bro. Hello, Mariano. So let me go back. What's really happening there? Yeah, we will discuss basically everything what's happening in Ukraine, and I will answer on your questions regarding our life. Cause yeah, I basically talk about some civilian stuff because I have not been called yet. I'm not military, but for any Ukrainian, like the more war continues, more people will be involved. More people will be drafted. So it's not so like it's not heaven or paradise. It's really like stressful for ordinary people. Greetings from California, USA, brother. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, it must be nearly midnight there, Paulo. It's it's 20 minutes before midnight, but it's Friday, so tomorrow I'll be resting. So yeah, Hello from Colorado, Don Ashcraft Photography, greetings from California, United States. Again, I read that second time. Greetings. Stream quality is very good, Patrick. I'm really glad to read that. So I was trying to do quality like the best, because in my previous live streams from the apartment, I used just the regular cell phone. I used the main cam from the cell phone, and it was like average quality. But now it should be 80p, real 80p with it's not 60 frames. Unfortunately, it's only 30 frames. Uh, yeah, hello Paulo from Düsseldorf. Hello Jamila. Atrals here yet? Probably they are here already. Crystal Ariza. Hello Paulo. Hello Crystal. Hello from Scotland. Leslie Sterrit. You pronounced my last name right too. People here mess it up all the time. I'm glad to hear that, Nathan. Hello from Florida. Why there only one thumbs up with 149 listening? Yeah, guys, please hit the like button. Like, it's so easy, just hit the like. I don't know really if it helps this stream to go somewhere else, because YouTube algorithms, they are so unclear. Yeah, because for videos, for example, like watching hours is the most important. Like it's the amount of the time when you watch my videos or somebody else videos. Like the more you watch video, more um, YouTube push this video. uh, Ali Alfayes, hello Ali. Just a small military I lost. Only get back Ukrainian territory, give nothing. Michael Sullivan. Боже мой, the Ukraine. What was that? Oh, okay. This is probably what they thought. Greetings, Pablo. Stay safe from Glasgow, United Kingdom. Hello, Delboy, and thanks. Talk. Give me a second, guys. Oh, yeah, you see. It should be okay right now. It should be okay, because maybe the cam is too hot, so maybe it won't last long during the live. But I hope it will be okay. So let me check if this live 1 2. Let me check if this live. Yeah, it works great. Whew. I think the only thing you can do now, just stay alive, stay outside, preserve yourself from press guns, and hope this will pass somehow without you getting dragged into recruitment office. Johnny Yuma, like basically it's so unpredictable, and you never know what is waiting for you tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Like you can receive invitation letter anytime. Because okay, first of all, there are a lot of mans. There are like a lot of mans who can be conscripted, and it's impossible to conscript like everyone. Because of course, I got like hundreds messages, hundreds comments like, Paolo, why there are so many people outside? Why there are so many young and able men outside? Why they are not on the front line? Because guys, like when you have, let's say, close to 10 million people, and like first of all, you don't need so many, and it's impossible to mobilize everyone, because what will happen to our economy, to our like stores, to our infrastructure, to all our companies, to our taxes. So as for ordinary people, yeah, it's same. As for men, it's also the same. Like as I said before, the more this war continues, the more people will be involved in war, and the more people will go to the front lines. And of course, like it's okay to be scared, and nobody, nobody judge anyone here. Nobody blame anyone here that like, oh, you're not in the in the army, like you're the traitor or somebody else. Like our people, they, let's say, stand with each other, and they try to help to each other. But of course, like for a lot of Westerners, maybe it's not clear like why there are so many people, why they are like walking freely outside on the streets, why they are resting, why they're like visiting some restaurants, or I don't know, like entertain themselves. But like it's almost 3 years. It's almost 3 years, guys. Like, and like being honest, it's the worst 3 years. Like it's the worst 3 years of our life, like of everyone, even of those who are abroad, because they were forced to go there. Some people happy who are abroad, some people they are coming back, because it's not so easy. It's not so easy like to be immigrant, like to immigrate somewhere when your home is here, your relatives, parents, friends, like your, I don't know, dogs and cats. Phew. Yeah, so it's not like a fairy tale. Yeah, like you shouldn't wear pink glasses that like everything is so like cheerful. But basically, yeah, basically, like if you like, the most important to find something that like makes you to smile, like to spend some time with your families, with your loved ones, somehow like seek for the joy, because it's like you just can go mad, and your emotional system, your nervous system, like can go somewhere and just broken. Okay, so let me read some comments. Stream quality is very good, great. uh, uh, Hi there, hopefully you've been well. Just tune in, thanks Tigis toy reviews. Hi Paulo, I understand. Thanks, were used as good. Ukraine can take the war to Russia. Yeah, and one of the targets, one of the goals, it was to transfer the war to Russia, to make them feel like what's that. And I also watched and read like some articles that like to retake this area, it won't be so easy for them, because usually like when they are trying to occupy our cities, like you can see how destroyed are they, like Bakhmut, Avdiivka, like like every building is damaged, every building is no longer like livable. But as when you see the Suja city, which is near to Ukrainian border, where our military right now, like it's quite uh, like entire, like it's not damaged, it's not destroyed. So of course, like they will have few options, like to take it back with everything destroyed, like killing all the people there, or to do that somehow in a, let's say, calm way. But I think it's impossible. It must be so frightening for mothers worrying about their sons and daughters being conscripted. I wonder what the Russian moms feel too. Look, mm, Russian moms, like, as for Russians, as far as I know, it's not so like forced, and they got people from all over the Russia. They got so many people from some poor regions, where people they voluntarily go to the army, to the Russian army. They voluntarily go to Ukraine. They voluntarily come here with the weapon just for money, just to earn something. And you see that within the last months there were a lot of news that Russians they increase payments, like for signing the contract. They increase some monthly payments. And like, why they're doing that, like in your view? Because I think that the reason why they increase salaries and these bonuses like so often, because less and less people are willing to join, and less people are willing to go and lose their hand, like their leg, or like to be killed at all. So less and less um, insane people stayed there. Uh, but of course, like for any mom or for any sister, any daughter, like it's a tragedy when your family member, no matter your dad, your brother, your like nephew or somebody else, go to the war. Like it's a tragedy for every mom. I've been following your YouTube channel long before the war. It's been absolutely fascinating. Of course, tragic. I love you. I love what you do. You keep us informed, give us an idea of what's going on. Thanks a lot, Donish Craft Photography and Restorations. You have such a long nickname. Uh, I, 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 I've seen Jerry. Jerry, thanks for joining my mod. Yeah. And Jerry, by the way, I remember last time, not last time, but we talked with you recently about Jerry. Jerry and his wife, they have also YouTube channel where they do concerts. They both musicians. They play piano. They sing. They are very talented people. So Jerry, if you are able, you can leave the link to your channel, and people can follow it and subscribe to your channel and check it later. Are they really snatching people off the streets, forcing them to go to war over their biggest toy reviews? It's again a complex question, but we had like a lot of cases, but of course like there is no full story regarding those cases. Some people who are really like in search, who are really like avoiding, who've been called but ignored. In that case, like such people, they can be forced to like to go with them. But as for like sending them directly somewhere, like I cannot say that. I cannot not agreed, but confirm that, yeah. So, but we have many cases when like these recruits, they are, let's say, violating some rights, and they can do basically anything they want. And society doesn't like that, and society is against that. Even military who are fighting on the front lines, they also uh, they do not treat these actions fine. They also said that it's more, like it's way more that it's like should be. How far are you from Kolomyia? I just bought a painting from an artist named Ivasuk Lyubovin that lives near, and it's so beautiful. Kolomyia in the western Ukraine, and it's pretty far. It's about like maybe 600 miles. Victor, hello there. Any updates on the parcel? Did you got any notifications or messages from your post office? Because like it like so many days passed. It's insane for anyone to think a country would immediately conscript every able soul to war immediately. Yes, I agree with that, and I'm telling that like every time I do live, and when somebody asks me about that, I'm sorry, Paul, I didn't realize it's 3 years of war. Leslie, it's only 3 years of the full-scale war, but the war started in 2014, the war in the East. Of course, like it was not so, like other regions, they were not affected like it's now, but everything started like a long time ago. But the massive war when Russia came from all the lines started like 2.5 years ago. And of course, like it's uh, some people are really tired of that. Some people, they like have no more strength and they just leave Ukraine. Some people, they prefer to stay and they hope that it will be over soon. But like basically there is still no visible sign that it can be over. I know that in November we will have another peace summit where Russian representatives, right? Where some Russian politician will be invited. But yeah, what will be the outcome from that peace summit? Nobody knows. But of course, everybody hopes for the better. What's the latest with power outage? How frequently and long-lasting are as of late? Matt Bittner, the last time we had power outage, it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like they are not so common like it was before. So it's not so hot outside like it was like 3 months ago. So basically, we do not have power outage right now. But of course, like some people write in the news that they can return back as the weather will be hotter. Have air conditioning at your house? We have AC in the countryside, but it's old and it's super, like it consumes a lot of energy. As for the apartment, we do not have AC here. Like we have just curtains that protect us from the daily sun. My girlfriend is doing good in Kirovograd. Kirovograd is also a like dangerous city. It's not far from the front line. But yeah, I have not heard any news from Kirovograd recently. Hello, Rose Tovar. Pauma and Hangal, I hope soon this era of wars will pass and we will live in peace. My prayer is always Ukraine and Israel. Thanks, Pauma and Hangal. Yeah, it's like this era of wars. Of course, like there were many wars before this one, but now, like you see, everyone is so like not concerned. Of course, everybody is concerned that wars everywhere, but more and more countries like are ready to start the war. Gloria, thanks for watching. Jeffrey, Dave, Fuller, Pablo, what Pablo? Catherine, Sophie, Kiris, I'm delighted to see you. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks for joining. I'm also glad that you're here and watching me. Victor Kreitner, I was in the military almost 30 months or 30 years ago. I voluntarily joined to better my life, not because I was forced to. This was after I left college and was in peacetime. Of course, like Victor, being in the military in the peacetime when your country does not have war and when there are no like upcoming wars, of course, like it's like I consider that like a regular job. But in my view, people who join military like to work there, all of them must be ready that like that it's possible, that war is possible. And of course, firstly, all those people, they have to do something, they have to resist because like it's their profession. And like you were trained, you were prepared for that. Of course, like service in different countries is different. Like before this war, like service in Ukraine, many people like considered service in Ukraine like some, wasting of time, because like it was just there were not like people who been there. Like I have some relatives who been there. They basically like shot maybe one time or two times. Same with the Soviet army. There are like a lot of people who've been to Soviet army. They basically didn't have any like trainings how to shoot. Of course, like they have some, like theoretical trainings, but like to go somewhere to the polygon, maybe of course it depends on the like military field. But like, for example, my dad, he was a sailor and he served in the Soviet army for 3 years, and he'd been to many countries while he was in the army. Oh, yeah. Enjoy your videos and thank you for the entertainment you provide even during your suffering and war. Thanks, Jeffrey, for watching. Hi, Paulo. It's great to see you live. Thank you for taking the time and let the world knows what's going on. Praying for Ukraine. Slava Ukraine. Героям слава, Lauren Sibidla. Let me check my live, because praying for Ukraine. Slava Ukraine. Героям слава, Lauren. Yeah, great. So I like that the sound is good and there are no wind and the quality basically is good. But yeah, like I sorry that I watch to my monitor instead of the cam. But yeah, I think that like sound is the most important. You're a really young man when they shut down the Malaysian airliner. It's been going on a very long time. Nathan, but I do remember, uh, maybe not that day or maybe that day, but it was like 10 years ago. It was 10 years ago, and first of all, like my first thought, like who let them fly about that region? Because generally all planes they avoid flying that region, but Malaysian Airlines flew there, and of course, like it's also the big tragedy. And as far as I remember, like 400 people been killed there. Bill C, blessings from Boston, United States. Stay safer. God bless you all. Thanks, Bill. Thanks a lot for your super chat. Here is the link to our music channel. Please join if you like live concerts. Jerry, yeah, please join that link and subscribe, because nowadays it's so hard to gain subscribers, to gain some views, and Jerry knows that. But they really try, and they really deserved to get some attention from you guys. Yeah, the US didn't even talk about all the work going on there until it sued them. Paulo, if you do get called to the military, you'll be able to let us know first before you go. Of course. Of course, guys. Basically, I'd like to do these lives more often, like to share more. But like it's really not so easy, like emotionally, because you have some like apathy, right? Apathy to do something. You have some apathy to film videos. You have some apathy to do these live streams. You basically have apathy to leave, because it's a bit like tough. It's a bit stressful. Like nobody expected that it will be so long. And now like a lot of people they do realize that it can last like for 1 or 2 years more. And basically, like when you imagine that, you think that like even in a half a year, like you'll have this apathy like much more than you have now. Like if now it's like really hard to to push yourself to do something, like to force yourself to to develop yourself, to develop yourself in some field. Oh, greetings from California, United States, bro. Mariana Garcia. God first made this war and soon, and there'll be peace. Thanks, Mariana. People like you are destroying THR. Salman, what is THR? Hi from Netherlands, Paolo. We go next week back to our house in Truskavets. You ever been to Truskavets? Can't travel. No, I've never been to Truskavets. I've been in that region, but not directly in the city. Jeffrey D. Fuller, thanks a lot for your super chat. Oh, I cannot hit the like button there. Yeah, seems only you guys can like this super chat. Did you think your country would invade? Something happened to the cam. I hope it's here. You know, like I was thinking about different scenarios, how we can like strengthen our position, how we can cut some like supplies, like how we can do better for ourselves. But of course, like let's say invading Russia and like Russian occupation, it's not our goal. It's not the goal of Ukraine like to just occupy the territory. Maybe later like we'll be able to exchange those territory to our territory. Like, but did I think that our country would invade? Mm, like more no than yes. But now you see that this operation is really like it's successful. But of course, like the most important is the outcome. I should be back in Ukraine in 10 days, Mykolaiv and Kirovograd. I need to write down the new name for Kirovograd. It's hardly to spell and say. Kirovograd, the new name. Yeah, let me recall that name. Like a lot of places were named. I forgot. Kropivnitsky. Yeah, Kropivnitsky. Of course, like people get used to say Kirovograd, but yeah, now it's Kropivnitsky. Suba Steve, it better let us know low. Steve, you mean my knowledges about some? Because I don't know whom you wrote that message retracted. You can leave Victor messages. I know Victor, so yeah. Maybe Victor wrote something provocative. I don't know, because I see just message retracted, or maybe. Yeah. I hope Putin regains his sanity and ends this senseless war. I think like he doesn't have such ideas like to stop, because like for him like he basically he does not lose anything. He lose his people, he lose like his infrastructure, but in my view he doesn't care about that. Like he had like the population of Russia is so massive, like the infrastructure, like you see like our armed force, they strike some Russian airfields, some oil depots, almost like every night. And it seems that it's only in the radius there we allowed to use the missiles. Victor, Dina DeSantis, stay strong and safe. Thanks a lot, Dina. Dina, I remember you, of course, from my previous live streams. Victor, your package right back in New Hampshire safe, and I have it with me. I will probably resend it to you in September. Just want to wait a few weeks. Oh, it's great. So it took more than 2 months, right? So Victor, he sent me the package, and every time when I go to the post office, they always refused me, and they said that there is no packages for you. And I visited post office maybe 3 times, and my friend was there. And then, like, when Victor, like, firstly, Victor sent me the tracking number without one number or without one letter in the end, and I was not able to track. So I always told them my name, so they checked by the name, by the number, and then Victor sent me, like, I asked maybe for the track. I do not remember how was that, and I checked this package, and it says that, like, it's on the post office and now it's coming back to United States. And I thought, what the heck? Like, how is it possible? I've been there so many times, and the package was there, but they just refused me. And now, yeah, Victor maybe sends it back in September. Nathan, glad that you are able to share with us. It has to be very difficult and stressful. I'm glad that you guys still watching me, that it's still interesting for you. Where is Luba? Is she still in the countryside? I saw her video today. Martin, no, she's not in the countryside. She's in the bedroom. So you see, it's 12 p.m. It's midnight. So maybe she already sleeps. Maybe she's waiting for me. I wonder if anyone in Ukraine has thought about doing a hot tap on Russian oil pipelines to steal oil. Yeah, to steal oil, to steal gas. I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know, Matt. As far as I know, like, we still have, like, contracts between Russia, Ukraine, and European Union, and we still transit Russian gas through our pipelines. And even though, like, we invaded some Russian territory, like, these contracts, they continue to work. But as for steal some oil, I don't know, maybe some people tried that, but of course, like, it's not so easy. Like, how do you imagine that? Like, to do some tap? Like, this pipeline, it's so big, I guess. Like, it's not a tiny one. So can you imagine, like, the flow inside that pipeline? I know it's a good question. Maybe some people should consider to do that. Lots of city names changed in Soviet time. Probably. Why US people support Ukraine but not Palestine, where 40,000 civilians already died of that, 70 women and children? I think that ordinary people support ordinary people everywhere. So basically, ordinary people does not support the government of that or that country. So as for ordinary people, like, of course, I feel sorry for everyone, because I do realize, like, what does it mean, like, to suffer? What does it mean to live in the war? To live with regular attacks? What does it mean when your people are dying? So, like, mentally, like, your head, like, is boiling. And because of that, I told you that like the apathy of doing something like live like is 24/7. But you cannot just uh, like move your hands down. A hot tap is an industrial process where a steel coupling is welded onto a live pipeline and drilled into. Matt, you can come to Ukraine. Yeah, you see, this cam is hitting a lot and it's like doing restart. But I see that I'm here. Well, let me go back. At Post offices nowhere are known for their efficient operations, Paolo. Post offices nowhere are known for their efficient operations. Ah, but for example, in Ukraine, we have one private company which is really great. And now that company, they are like extending their operations in some European countries, and probably they have some departments even in the United States. It's called New Post. And maybe some of you heard about Mist Express. They also like partners of your post providers. Carriers like use UPS offer reliable express shipping services with delivery times typically ranging from 1 to 5 business days, depending on the service level chosen. Jay-Z, uh, probably Victor, he chose the express delivering, but it takes maybe 2 weeks. Victor, you can write in the comments. Am I right or not? Because 1 to 5 days, like even when you order something using Avia delivery, it still takes like about 10 days. My hope also that the upcoming US presidential election might be able to end this war. Robert. Robert, hello there. Upcoming United States election is also so complicated event, and after Biden quit the race, of course, like maybe Democrats, they have more chances with Kamala. And recent polls also show that in some states she has like more percents of trust. But I don't know. Time will show. 2 months, 3 months left, right? It's the middle of August, September, October, November. Yeah, 3.5 months. But times fly so fast. So my hope also. I'm pretty sure all eyes are on the pipeline, including Germany. You mean the countries who 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 gets this gas? Of course, they are pretty put their eyes on this event. Most things sold in Walmart here in the United States is still made in China and probably Russia. I don't know about Russia, but that they are made in China, it's like many grocery, and of course not like some like juices or like some meat, beer, cookies. Of course, like as for some electronic or some clothes, of course, like most of them they are from China. But as for some like regular grocery which we eat every day, like for example, in Ukraine, we have own productions, own factories. Like we didn't have a lot of like import products. As for import products, it can be some, uh, stuff for the bathroom, like shampoo, gels, some soaps. Victor, yeah, you sent in April. He sent in April to me, and now I have it in August. I just have to laugh, but it's all good. I'm just happy to hit it right back in one piece, lol. Yeah, like it's so funny that your parcel been to Ukraine and now it's back in United States. Hello from Romania. When will you post from the village house? Dober Gabriel, I had my previous live stream from countryside. Your room is very pink in the video. Is it a special light? Yeah, it's the lamp with a pink color. Like, to have some interesting background. Uh, Steve, you can leave this comments from Tyler. No American political bullshit in this chat. This is channel about Ukraine. Yeah, guys, like there is no sense to discuss like American stuff in this live in this on this channel basically, because like it's the same if like you will tell me about events in Ukraine. Like, I mean, you get this news only from news, but I'm as Ukrainian, I see it on my own eyes, and of course, like, seems that I know it better. Same with United States events and especially political stuff. Is this live? Yeah, this is live. Hi, Paulo from Buffalo, New York. Hello there. Hi, all, Paulo. You're looking concerned this time. Hope everything is okay. Yeah, Felix, everything is okay. Why not? Mm, everything is okay, but but everything is not okay. Like in general, I'll be in Ukraine soon, being gone 14 years now. 14 years in Ukraine. UBL Country Club Network. Jennifer Levak, how is бабушка doing? Як прабаби у баби? She's good. She's good. Michael Pavlov was speaking American politics himself. Yeah, like Michael, from time to time when somebody writes something in the comments about like something, of course, like I'm just answering what I know, but I've never started this topic like Slava Ukraine, may Ukraine win in Kursk, tables have turned against Putin. Hello Joseph, Heroem Slava. Where is Jack? He's the countryside. Hello Steve. Thanks for joining. Phew, it's really hot here. Let me open the window. Is no longer live. Yeah, maybe like the babushka not lost her, but got rid of her maybe a year or 1 year, 1.5 year before. I commented Luba's cooking video today and wish you two were my neighbors. I would pay for for dinner. Well, yeah, a lot of people would want that. Why don't you go war protecting country? Aras, where are you from? Please answer. Food travel holidays. Hi, Paulo. This is Robert Sparkman. Hope you're well. Hello, Robert. It's good to see you here. Robert, also the guy who sent us the parcel with, that you remember that collar for Jack. Hello, Paulo from Brooklyn. Hello, Shingle Club German. Are all Ukrainian women good cooks like Luba? Yeah, basically, most of them. Because food delivery, it's not so, let's say, common. It's more common, it's more and more common for Ukraine, especially in big cities. Like you have these scooters, delivery scooters, you have bikes, you have some couriers who deliver that stuff. But before, even maybe 3-4 years ago, basically most of our people, they cook at home. They never go somewhere, especially on the weekdays. So that's why basically everyone knows how to cook, no matter it's women or men. I can still do things in Ukraine that are now illegal in the United States. For example, which one? Do you have a German ancestry? No, Mr. Question. I do not. Why you're asking? All this electric changing world good for deliveries. Yeah. Mm, even with EV cars, EV scooters, EV bikes, delivery became really common in big cities. But as for small cities, we have some, local small cafes like sushi or pizza, where they have one scooter, or where they just order a taxi like Uber and deliver this dinner to someone. Mark Axel San, hi Paulus, thank you for the update. We are still impressed by Kursk Oblast offensive. Stay well, buddy. Thanks a lot, Mark. What's for dinner? Steve, we ate melon. And few pieces of chicken breast, chicken fillet, fried. In Mykolaiv, you can drink alcohol just about everywhere. Uh, well, as for drinking alcohol in Ukraine, it's not true that you can drink alcohol anywhere you want. You cannot drink alcohol in some public places. Of course, you can do that illegally, but any policeman can write the fine for you, or even to take you to the department. I've heard people at work complain about 52 billion we have given to Ukraine. Remind them that Ukraine is a sovereign country invaded by Russians. We should stand against aggressors. Saying Jeffrey. Thanks for saying that and for sharing this to all people. It's not the good time to have Samagon right now. Samagon, it's moonshine. Yeah, I know that this is moonshine, and some people produce moonshine at home. Even now. Hi from Sweden. I have attended many of your live streams. Paolo, do you work now? Remember once you talked about some work in internet business. Regards from Katerina. Yeah. It's I've been working as a technical engineer. It's not internet business, but it's some project in the internet. Thanks for watching me for so long period, Katerina. I live in dry country. County? Or country? What is county? Hi from Wales. Are there hospitals coping with all the bad things happening in your country? John, yeah. Basically everything is okay with hospitals. Public intoxication. When I was a kid, like drinking alcohol on the public, somewhere in the park, somewhere like on some bench in the yard, it was really common. Now, like it's so rare to see someone drinking outside. Are there any farmers in your family? Robert, what do you mean by farmer? Like, I don't know if you've seen my mom's garden. Like, she has like around 25 acres of land. So actually, she's a farmer. Of course, like she's not. She doesn't have some huge farm. County is like oblast. County is like region, right? Just smaller, usually smaller. I see. County club network. If that's your problem with US, you have bigger problems. County is like oblast, I believe. Yeah, probably less. It's oblast. A Lord of the Louis Hypal I've been watching since before 2022. I'm glad to see you made it through and seem to be doing fine. Thanks, Lord. Thanks for watching. I'm living in Tennessee, United States. I think moonshine was invented here, lol. Why? Why? It seems like moonshine was invented somewhere in Soviet Union. I don't know, like somewhere in on this territory. But I know, like we should Google. Please check your email as soon as possible. I have something things that I want to send you. Of course. Oh, okay, Mister. I will do that after the live. It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour, and it's 12:30. Yeah, basically 1 hour is pretty good. Because I was planning to do this live maybe for an hour. Because I'm really a bit tired and it's already late. So like I talked a bit, practice my English, read your comments. Hi Paul, where do you live in Ukraine? In Poltava region. Like we live in Poltava region, and sometimes we live in Kyiv region. But basically, like most of the time, we are in Poltava region. Try reading the lyrics to Copperhead Road. Let me copy this. Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore, same as my daddy and his daddy before. You hardly ever saw granddaddy down here. He only came to town about twice a year. He would buy 100 pounds of yeast and some copper line. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. Yeah, I I got it. Paulo, you're going to the river this summer. Luba would love to go for sure. We were there maybe one time, maybe two times. Like, I don't know why. I mean, last year we were there really like many times, and this year we mostly go there only like to walk with Jack and let him to swim in the river. Paul, what's your traditional alcoholic drink in Ukraine? Horilka? Like vodka? Probably. Like traditional alcoholic drink. It depends on your taste. It's like some people prefer moonshine, some people prefer just some horilka or from the grocery store. Some people drink wine, some people drink beer. So as for traditional, of course, like horilka is always on the table, cognac is always on the table. Like if it's some, like let's say elderly party, because of course people who are younger they prefer to drink some like more modern drinks like gin, like whiskey, like rum. But yeah, like I'm not fond of drinking. So I drink protein, I can drink some energy drink alcohol is maybe like some low alcohol drinks like beer sometimes, like once a month. And again, it depends on the company. Like if you meet some of your friends or your friends, or you have some celebration, like you can drink a glass or two. Google Moonshine, it says in US it was started being produced in Pennsylvania after a dispute on taxes for liquor. Dino DeSantis, maybe. Like I'm not, I didn't drink moonshine, so. But yeah, if you wrote and it says in the United States, yeah, we agree. Did you hear about the scatter spider hackers? Just wondered. No, I did not. Who are they? Hello, Paulo. Greetings from Holland. How and when did Luba and you meet? Oh, we met maybe 5 years ago. Yeah, through the internet, like modern people do, like the most of the couples do nowadays. It was in the internet. I like bourbon whiskey on rare occasions. I always thought vodka was invented in Russia and moonshine was an American thing. Yeah, me as well. So maybe moonshine was invented in the United States and vodka somewhere in the Soviet Union. I've seen the videos at your mother's home. She has an amazing garden. She obviously works very hard to keep the weeds at bay. You seem to have fantastic family. Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah, I have fantastic family, fantastic parents. They are really hardworking people, and they deserve to have like uh, how to say that, decent elderly period. My dad, he's already on pension. He's 61, and he got his pension last year. Of course, like this pension is so again, like it's even embarrassed to say the amount of his pension. It's like $60, $60 pension, and he worked officially for like 31 year and like 10 years, like not maybe officially. I mean, like he has 31 year of experience and he receives only $30. Do you barter with neighbors? Trade stuff with each other that you grow on your farm? CF. Mm, 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 my parents, my mom, she bartered her wages, her stuff from the garden with the neighbor for eggs and for milk products like fresh milk, like cheese, like brinza cheese, like homemade cottage cheese. But it's not so often, so usually they pay to the neighbors to buy some milk, to buy some cheese, and same with the eggs. Because, like, I don't know, like, people consider and prefer money instead of getting some stuff, because basically, like, uh, everybody grows the same stuff. I mean, like, potato, carrots, some eggplants, cabbages, garlic, onion. Like everybody who lives in the countryside, they have this stuff. But some people have cows, some people have chickens. So people who have cows, they can like also exchange their milk products, and those who have chickens, they exchange eggs. It seems like anywhere in the world. But of course, like the best currency is cash. I like Ukraine hospitality in the pubs. They are so kind. People are kind everywhere, not only in the pubs, in the grocery stores, on the streets, like in the taxi, everywhere. I drink beer several times a week and more than a few less. How old are you, less? Borges. Borgios. Pennsylvania was the first state to produce moonshine, but it was invented in the UK. Oh, so we got the new information about the moonshine. It was invented in the United Kingdom. Michael here, it made us happy to see how happy you both were opening the box of gifts we sent you. For Luba's question, most of the gifts were my idea and don't chose the hair rub. Thought, yeah, I hope that the video is here. And we saw that all the gifts for Luba were chosen by you. But yeah, you see that. Ah, damn, sorry. I confused myself. Yeah, so don't choose the hair rubbers. Yeah, because I saw that Michael chose. You don't know, oh, Michael for Luba. No, so it was Don ideas about hair rubbers. So we still have your snacks for the Jack, and Jack plays with the scone often. Uh, what else? Ah, by the way, Michael and Don, we tried your DVD discs, and unfortunately, they does not work. They doesn't work here. So you see the main screen, like where you can choose episodes, where you can select the language, but you when you like press play, play the movie, it's just black screen. And I do remember that somebody wrote that DVDs from United States, they like won't be playable in European Union or in Ukraine. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how that work. So maybe if somebody knows, region lock. Region lock JZD. Yeah, so maybe it's region lock. But how does it know about the region? So you want to say that DVD player like DVD player set up to some region, and like if the disc from United States, it won't be played. Seems so. Harrison Chivi, hi Paulo, glad to see that your spirit is a little up. Sometime you'll be done with horrible war. Maybe it's time for Russia to pay a price. Thanks, Harrison. I noticed Luba is camera shy. Does she speak much English? John, she basically understands and she can read and she can speak, but she's just shy. Making your own alcohol is legal in Ukraine, Russia. As far as I remember, most Western countries you need a license. But as far as I remember, it's illegal if you make own alcohol for sale. But if you like make own alcohol and drink it on yourself by yourself, and nobody will know that, so it's okay. But maybe it's not like that. I don't know. I'm not like I do not produce homemade alcohol, so I don't know, to be honest. Hello, Paula. American with second home nearby in Cherkasy Oblast, so will make a point to reach out when I return in the fall. Always get a kick out of my fellow Americans' comments and questions. DS, hello there. Cherkasy, it's not so far, and yeah, we've been to Cherkasy right before the war, like half a year before the war in the fall. Uh, yes, when you'll be there, you can write me to my email or like somewhere below my videos or during my lives. Because yeah, I do notice that more and more people come to Ukraine, more and more people are willing to visit Ukraine in the nearest future. Do you like rock smelling cheese? You mean the cheese which is like who has this smell? Uh, not really, not really. Les Borges, it doesn't seem like neighbors there hang out and help each other. Have made lots of friends with neighbors. Maybe it depends on who are your neighbors, how long they live there. Like, if you know them from your like childhood, if it's your like let's say classmate, if it's your friend, maybe then they hang out, they help each other. But in our case, like, mm, I don't know why. Like, it's not so common. But from time to time, like when there is some occasion, when there is some celebration, like people who live nearby, they can have some, let's say, party together. But it's really, really rare. As for help each other, again, it depends on the countryside, like how many people live there. Because I know that, for example, in the place, in the village where is my aunt lives, so during some plantation time when they plant the potato, they help each other. Like somebody helps her, and then she helps to him or her. But yeah, probably before, like maybe 20 years ago or 30 years ago, it was another way. If I helped to fund your vacation, would you ever come to America? Mr. Question. Of course, like I'd like to travel everywhere. If some people are willing to fund our vacation to United States, of course, like I'm not against that. Like I know that like flight tickets they are so expensive. Like I don't before the war it was at least like 1,000, and now it's maybe like 50% more. Sula, who deleted my question? Maybe YouTube. It depends on what you wrote. So YouTube basically filters a lot of, not a lot of, like it depends on your settings. Like there is uh, like few levels of filtration. So it depends on what you wrote. Mm, так, where? Going to see my friend Jonathan East play music tonight here in Alabama. Good luck to you and him. The pension may be a little small, but the pension doesn't make the man. Your father is a good, decent person. His financial situation does not embarrass you. You seem to be a good man as well. Uh, Jeffrey, it's not about like his financial situation. It's about like, let's say, the reward to our elderly people. So, as far as I know, like our minimal wage in Ukraine right now is about $200. So if minimal wage is $200, so probably the pension should be somewhere near this amount, right? But when people get like $50 or $60 per month, and when they are 75 or 80 years, when they have no relatives or people who help them, it's just impossible to survive. It's impossible to like to buy everything you need, to buy at least some the most important stuff. You just pay for the utility and yeah, money is gone. I just saw that pension age in the case. Yeah, I just saw that I think that our pension should be higher, especially for people who deserve them. Pension age in UK is 68 and it's the lowest in Europe. 68. As far as I know, our pension age it's decreasing every year by 1 year. So when my father was 60, it was the last year when pension age is 60. So starting from the next year, it's 61, then it's 62, 63, 64, and up to 65. Region 5 not working, Region 3 and stuff. DVD have locks in certain regions. No way to circumvent that region lock. Mats, I don't know. Your player is set to identify region, DVD must comply. Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Food travel holidays receives which months are cold in Ukraine and which months are warm. Summer is from June to August, fall from September to November, winter from December to February, and spring is from March till May. And the temperature, let's say during winter, summertime, it's this year we had the hottest year, so we have the hottest days. It was 100 Fahrenheit in Ukraine, and during fall it's let's say 60, 55, and during winter time I don't know in Fahrenheit, but in Celsius it's like -10, -15, -20. 4K discs are usually region free. Steve, it's not 4K. It's not even 80p. It's like I don't know even the format they have, but the quality, like when we turned on that on the TV, like of course, like you see that it's some pixels on the screen. Dating apps are a joke. I'm only ever so less. It's not joke. It's like let's say many people, most of the people in Ukraine, they meet each other through some dating apps. I wonder if you have a DVD player from the USA, if it will play. What are the specs of your laptop? I don't think that DVD player from United States, it came from China somewhere, but it's probably locked to Europe region. As for my laptop specs, it's 4 cores, 8 GB RAM memory, and 250 GB SSD disk. And there is no video adapter, so it's like integrated in the chip. You can make your own alcohol in my country if you do not sell it. Robert, yeah, same here. Bless you both. Thanks, John. If you are someone lucky to still have a laptop with DVD, there is apps such as VLC and others that will unlock region GZD. I do not have DVD or CD. Like that modern laptops, they have no CVD, DVD or CD. And in my case, I changed the CD for SSD slot. So I put one more hard disk to my laptop. Mhm. We move here a lot. We must stay few years in one place until you buy a property. I see. You should go to Sakshanska Street and meet the real Ukrainians, man. And who are there on Sakshanska Street? Mr. Al Q Al Af my Af. Who are there? I've been there a lot of times, and I've been streaming there a lot of times. Hello, Postal Ukraine. I'm watching your channel for a long time. All best from Czech Republic. And one question: are you playing some PC games during the free time? Hello, my friend. I don't know your name. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for watching. From time to time, I can play FIFA. That's the only game I can play, and only with my friend. So like, it's not solo. Like I basically never played some solo games. The games I been playing, they were always online. Phew. If money and job didn't matter, would you choose to live in the village or in the city in Ukraine? Market depends on my age. Like when you're young, of course, you want to live in some not crowded place, but the place where you have at least some entertainments. But of course, if I'm as is for like retired people, of course, it's better to live somewhere in the countryside. My eyes are closing reading the comments. Do you have an elevator at your apartment, or do you walk up 7 stories to your place? Don't we have elevator? And I even filmed there in some of my videos. Do you have any English-speaking radio stations in Ukraine? I'd like to listen to them if you have them. Maybe we have them, but not in the FM station. Maybe some internet station only. Because, for example, in the car, like in your FM radio, there is no English stations. Oh, Mr. Allah, the good Ukrainian people. I think you're one of them. Thanks a lot, Mr. Alkalaf. Who, guys, almost 1.5 hour. Last live stream you said you would check your email, but never did. I'm just going to remind you. Mr. Question, I always check my email after the live, and I do that every day. Mr. Question, please write where you send the email. You can write here like the email you sent, the email address. Because I don't know, what are you talking? I remember your elevator quite scary. I will walk to the seventh floor. Yeah, it's scary, but it works. And by the way, I do not remember the time when it didn't work. Mr. Question, please check again the email address, because if there was a message, I probably answered on your message. But if there was not your message, of course I didn't answer on that. Okay, guys, it's 1 hour 30 minutes, yeah, and it's time to go to the bed. So thanks a lot for being with me. So 1.5 hour I spoke to this mic. Is it true that every Ukrainian man is being made to go to the front line? or are you safe? I worry. So it's true, yeah. So everybody can be called, everybody can be involved. Okay, guys, thanks a lot, and see you next time. Every time I try to finish this live with some good words, but like, I appreciate all your support, I appreciate all your attention, all your comments, all your help, especially of my mods. Thanks, Steve and Jerry, and Don and Michael for your parcel, and Victor and Robert. Don, I don't know. So in Ukraine, with our roads, it's better to have some high car, some Jeep. Yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.